you're all here with us this morning, that we can celebrate the sweet Spirit of God that's within all of us. I'm Mary Ann Lewis, and it's a pleasure to welcome you here. We have an amazing music expression this morning, so I'm so grateful. Reverend Leon is in the house. Our incredible house band is in the house. That's why they're the house band. Joshua Johnson and the divine Brenda Lee Ager. Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, she's leading
Hello,
our chants
Agape.
today. All right, Brenda.
Oh, oh, there was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Now I can say you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day. You gotta let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you have to say.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, yes, oh, yes, I am.
Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful day, Agape. Here comes the meditative thought. This is going to be your play, your practice, your love through the week. Dr. Michael tells us this: we are surrounded with an abundance of opportunities for us to share our spiritual and material bounty with others. So when we see individuals representing a church or a humanitarian organization standing outside of stores collecting money to provide for others, firemen collecting gifts for children, and organizations that feed the homeless holiday meals, let us be grateful for their service, and for creating an opportunity for us to express a spirit of generosity. And above all, let us send out from our hearts a gift of prayer for the world that a collective awakening will take place, reminding us that on this round planet there are no sides, that each of us is here to birth the love that is endeavoring to express in, through, and as us. That's from Reverend Michael for you to practice this week. Love to you, Agape. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Coco. Well, once again, welcome everybody. It's time now for our congregational song. And we love to stand at this time, so you're most welcome to stand with us as we stand for these beautiful words of this song called Use Me. The words are on the screen, so please feel free to follow along and sing from your heart.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Oh, I used to think God was the sun. God is the sun. God so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator. Oh, leading us to shine its light as me, as you. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Hallelujah. Command my hand. What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love. That heals all creation. God is creator. Makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light in God. As me, as you. Use me, oh God, I stand right here for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Yes, thank you.
And open our eyes that we may see all that we are becoming and all that we must do from that high state of unfoldment. Use us. We're available. This is our underlying theme at the Agape International Spiritual Center, that we are conduits for the Spirit of the Most High God. So I welcome you. In the name of pure Spirit, the undifferentiated, ever-present life that we call love, that we call God, that we call intelligence, life everywhere. And in the name of the individuals, individual means undivided. All of us, individualized expressions of the one, here to reflect and to reveal the cosmos in a way that have never happened before, because we've never happened before. and manifestation. We're not here to be bystanders, merely onlookers. We're here to participate in our own unfolding, that we manifest and leave a vibrational footprint on the planet of love and compassion and beauty and generosity and creativity as only we can. Those three gongs are a reminder of that. And continuing in our musical legacy, we have with us this morning our very own, the Reverend Dr. Leon Campbell, Jr. He's been the director of our youth and family ministry at Agape International here since 2004. He's been with us longer than 2004, but he's been in that position since 2004. He currently facilitates the youth and family. He takes the ages of 3 to 13. That's a lot of work. He does a good job. Online with these kids, each Sunday supporting their spiritual learning and their practice with music, singing, transformational education, and lots of fun. He recently produced and performed, and you're going to hear from this morning, Dearly Beloved was the one-man show that he did. Sold out audiences right here in Los Angeles. It's my joy to bring you Reverend Leon Campbell, ably singing with Brenda Lee Ager.
Thanks, Reverend Michael. Good morning, Agape. For many years, starting as a teenager, I would write all these letters to God because I had so many questions. So I would write letter after letter after letter, and I finally have more than 100 letters, and I decided that I would make a show. I would do a one-man show. And I got together with this beautiful woman, Brenda Lee Ager, and the beautiful David Neal, and we took this one letter called Dear God, and this is what we done. This is some walking music, okay? So you can get up and walk with me. For as long as I remember, forever in my life, you've been so very good to me, every day and every night. I will always love you and give you all my praise. As I can be, dear God, for taking care of me. Your love is all I ever need. Sincerely, yours truly. Sincerely, humble as I can be. Dear God, for taking care of me. Your love is all I need. Sincerely, yours truly. Sincerely, yours truly. Sincerely, yours truly. Dear God. Dear
Reverend
God.
Leon Campbell Jr., sincerely and truly me.
Yes, yes.
How much he loves the presence and the power and the love of God. Thank you, Ben Dowling. Thank you, Andre Berry. Thank you, David Neal. Thank you, Tony St. James, for holding that musical situation powerful. Thank you, Brenda Lee Eger. Thank you, Marianne Lewis, for holding the what is this called? The cradle of love of music, the citadel of musicality. Anyway, you heard it sincerely and yours truly. We love the presence of God and we welcome you. Now, if this is your first time with us or you're newish to Agape, we want to just say that we appreciate you tuning in so that you can turn in and touch the presence of God within your own soul. But we want to welcome you. And in welcoming you, if you were here in the sanctuary, we would ask you to stand up. And we would direct this energy of love in your direction. But since we're virtual, we'll do it virtually. There's no separation. And so I'm inviting you, if you desire to stand up, to do so if you're newish to Agape. As the wonderful spiritual therapists online and all of the veterans that are online are holding us in prayer, we extend our hearts through our hands and we embrace you by saying, welcome to Agape. We recognize you. We see who you truly are. Spiritual image and the very likeness of God. Truly, you are a one-of-a-kind, wonderful, a unique expression of divine brilliance, unfolding genius. And today, we get to celebrate your infinite potential. We get to celebrate your unique expression of divine good. And so as we embrace you, we say that we truly appreciate you. We thank God for you. And we welcome you to Agape, saying, welcome to Agape. Put your toe in. Put your right foot in. Put your left foot in. Turn it all around and put your whole body in. And watch your life change. We're not talking about merely the hokey pokey. We're talking about total surrender. And so I absolutely appreciate you. You heard me mention spiritual therapists, and those are the licensed practitioners that are online holding us in prayer, individuals who have gone through a number of years of spiritual practice, training, study, fellowship, healing themselves in order to see and bear witness to the truth of other beings, the truth of our planet, the truth of each other. There's going to be a being that comes forward now that represents that universal, intimate field of love and beauty and intelligence. Her name is Quanta Beasley. She's going to come forward and allow the affirmatorium to emerge as she brings forth the affirmations and the purpose statement, and then the selected readings for the day, and then pulls us into a moment of evocation to continue our service. Quanta Beasley.
Good morning, Agape. Reverend Michael's theme for this month is Don't Be Shy, Let Your Light Shine. And his topic today is the gift of giving. It was my joy to facilitate our meditation with music provided by Soak. Today's musical inspiration is Reverend Dr. Leon Campbell Jr. Our interpreters for today are Risa Rojas and Mackenzie Conley. Licensed practitioners are holding prayer vigil and engaging with you in the comments of this broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. You're invited to share any prayer requests there are or contact our prayer ministry directly. Now it is time for our affirmations. I invite you to please stand and repeat them aloud after me, line by line. God's universe is a friendly place. I am safe. Spontaneous goodness flows from my utter reliance on Spirit. My heart extends through my hands. I am in service to divine love. High, inspired thoughts of God are the guiding angels on my path. I am immersed in a field of infinite possibilities and unlimited potential. Mighty miracles demonstrate through my ever-evolving consciousness. Gratefully, I live these words of truth, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the New Thought, Ageless Wisdom teachings, and the energy of unconditional love, we are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. Selected reading. We have 2 readings today. Our first reading is taken from the book The Optimist's Creed by Christian Larson and is an excerpt from The Pathway of Roses. The following is from chapter 15, The Life More Abundant. When you realize that you are an entity through which God is expressed, and that your mind should be so transparent that the highest divine light may shine through and illumine the outer world, you have found your true place. To remain constantly in that beautiful place means that a higher power, will be flowing through your being, radiating in every direction, giving the spirit of truth to everything you may think, say, or do. You thus become a personal expression of the word, and your life will be a message of truth to humanity. The second selected reading is taken from Merry Christmas, Baby, A Christmas and Kwanzaa Treasury, edited by Paula L. Woods and Felix H. Liddell. It is entitled Receiving the Christ, written by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. All of us are familiar with the scriptural passage from Isaiah 9:6 that celebrates the advent of the Christ child, which reads, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name is called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." For more than 2,000 years, this description was assumed to apply to only one unique, divinely endowed individual. Now we understand that what we call the Christ is the very essence of all life and is therefore the ultimate truth of our own lives. It is when this energy of infinite love intelligence comes to the forefront of our awareness that we, too, can proclaim the birth of the Christ within our own being. The Christ presence is always within us, ready to be received by our absolute awareness of its activity, moving through us all the time. The concept of receiving the Christ is pivotal because we cannot force the Christ consciousness to happen. It is an organic event, like the blossoming of a rose, that occurs when the light of our awareness is focused over time upon the Spirit of God within us. All of our efforts to get God only serve to delay the unfoldment of this natural process, because we infer through such efforts that we do not already have that which is most central to us. We create a completely different energy when we are open to receive a greater awareness of our original source and essence. It is in this state of high receptivity that we find that all of our needs are automatically met and that all events conspire to bring forth our greatest good. For this is the nature and the activity of the all good of God. When this is our attitude, we are able to live through the ups and downs of daily existence in constant celebration of the gift that we had already been given. The gift is the spirit of our very life, the living presence of the Christ within us, and it is unshaken and undiminished by anything that can occur in the world of appearances. I invite you now to turn within as we step into a moment of prayer that's already been activated. This prayer is already being received. It's already flowing through the consciousness of God, through the consciousness of the planet, through the human consciousness, and those who anchor the consciousness here at Agape. I'm so grateful for this awareness, for this awakening, for this opportunity to embrace all that is the Christ presence that lives within us. Every moment is an opportunity to be receptive to the highest good, to elevate and resonate with that which wants to be. We receive it. We are open to it. We look to it. That which we are seeking is seeking us. And so we simply meet it in the heart, in the body, in the soul, in the mind. We allow it to live on this planet. We unify with it, knowing that only God is, that God is present in every single moment, every single breath, every single move of the finger, twitch of the eye. God is here. It is us. It is living as us, breathing as us, moving as us, thinking as us. We are it. And so we communicate with it. We ask, what shall I do today? I am grateful to do what you want me to do today. I am a channel. I am a vessel. We are here for God. We are always here for God. And so in this moment of the calendar turning a page, we embrace our highest intention to be more of God, to be more revealing of that love intelligence which flows through every single body, which unifies all of us. The lie of separation is only a lie. We speak truth to that lie. We stand in the presence of God. And I know that Reverend Michael is a soldier for this. He's a soldier for love. He's a soldier for the revealing, allowing those who are willing to allow the word to fall upon their ears. He is an open channel, a vessel, and I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for his presence, thankful for the yes that was said so many years ago. Inevitable, undeniable, unbroken, unshaken. We all say yes to this with gratitude, thankfulness, strength, and power. We say yes. And with this breath, with every single breath, we move in step with God. I am thankful and grateful, and so it is. Amen.
Did you hear that? Gratitude, strength, and power that flowed through Quanta Beasley, from God through her, for you. We continue to open up. We're already totally open, but feel and be bathed in this sacred sound of Agape.
Pour
the soulful vocal stylings of Brenda Lee Yeager, Marianne Lewis, Joshua Johnson. Feel into that. And as practitioner Victor gets ready to come forward to highlight some of the announcements, the first announcement will be Brenda Lee Yeager this Wednesday will be at the Catalina Bar and Grill beginning at 8:30. Arrive early if you're local in the LA area. You may want to feel her vocal stylings in so many different genres. That's this Wednesday. That's 8:30. That's Catalina Bar and Grill. Victor, what you got for us?
Quite a bit, Reverend Michael. Thank you. God morning, Agape. We have several highlights for you today. And please visit the Agape website, agapelive.com, for more details on all of these announcements. All times are Pacific Standard Time. Join your Agape family this Friday, December 24th, for our virtual Christmas Eve celebration. Rhythm of Light, a celebration of light within and our gifts to share. Meditation begins at 6:30, celebration at 7 p.m. Virtually, bring your family and friends for an evening of inspiration with Reverend Michael, music, and much, much more. If you are looking for a great holiday gift, Agape Wear t-shirts are back in stock through Alice's Quiet Mind bookstore, on our website. Order now while supplies last. What an amazing 35th anniversary celebration we have had so far. The Agape youth showed up, showed out at Agape Youth Sunday. We had participation from all over the country and Canada. It is inspiring to see our talented youth lead the service along Reverend Michael. We also immersed ourselves in powerful conversations about spiritual, physical, and emotional health, and Reverend Michael's gift to the community of the Radiant Spirit, Radiant Mind, Radiant Body celebration with Sean Stevenson, Tina Lifford, Barbara DeAngelis, and Anthony William, the medical medium. We want to say thank you, Agape Nation, for your generous anniversary and year-end gifts. If you have not donated yet, feel free to give a gift today. For anyone who has made or is making a donation of $500 or more in honor of the anniversary, you'll receive extended access to the Radiant Spirit online event. For details and to donate, click on the year-end banner on the front page at agapelive.com. Are you ready for 2022? Are you ready to reset and usher in a new you in the new year? To catch the vision for the next stage of your own unfolding, then register today for Reverend Michael's New Year's Intensive Sacred Reset. Meditation, visioning, and activation. Saturday, January 1st, 2022, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Sign up at agapelive.com. Register today for Reverend Michael's class, Meditation 2.0, The Evolution of Consciousness. Raise your vibration and powerfully recommit to your spiritual growth. Whether you wish to deepen your practice, learn to meditate, or hone your meditation facilitation skills, this 5-week live online class will support you through your journey of inner transformation, setting the stage for the next great expression of your life. Class starts Tuesday, January 18th. Sign up at agapelive.com. Today, Teen Agape ages 14 to 19 meets online at 11:15 a.m. For more information and to join, click the Teen Agape banner on the website. Preteens ages 9 to 13 meet at 2 p.m. Children ages 3 to 8 meet at 3:30 p.m. Both are live on Zoom. To join and to get your Agape Youth Fun Packs, email revleon@agapelive.com. Also today, the Agape Wise Ones invites the 50-plus community to experience Spiritual Power Rising Now, today at 2 p.m. Come Zoom to see a creative expression travel shout-out, spoken word, get up and move, plus updates on current events and other Wise One activities. Click on the Agape Wise Ones banner at the top of the page of our website to register. The Crisis Support Clinic offers Zoom mini counseling sessions every Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. To receive details for your first come, first serve complimentary one-on-one session with a licensed practitioner, serving those who seem to be challenged related to finances, relationships, housing, and jobs. Email crisissupport@agapelive.com. This is offered to the community at large so anyone may attend. Monday through Saturday, see you on Facebook at 8 a.m. for daily prayer, 12 noon for meditation. Go to agapelive.com for more details on this. Agape Spiritual Community Gathering is in session. Join us every Friday at 5:30 p.m. and connect in community for an enriching, inspiring gathering led by our practitioners and ministers. Email scg@agapelive.com for more information. And lastly, dance with the Rev. Get those endorphins flowing, shift your mood. Show us those moves in a 1-minute video, dancing during a Sunday service, and upload using the banner on the Agape website. You may see yourself #DanceWithTheRev on social media and on Sundays. Peace, blessings, and happy holidays, Agape.
Thank you, Practitioner Victor Dickerson. We welcome back to the sanctuary stage our brother, Reverend Leon Campbell, Jr.
Good thing I'm a minister, because in case the band is late, I can talk. Okay.
Band's not supposed to be
So,
late.
I want to say good morning, Agape, and then I want to say that one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite scriptures is the one where Jacob is wrestling with the angels, and Jacob says, "I will not." He was in prayer. He said, "I will not leave this spot until you bless me," and that touched me. And for many years, that's the way I pray. I make sure that God is on the field. It's like what Reverend Michael used to say. The final word hasn't been written about us. And I like to add that I don't care what the doctor says, what the judge says, the final word has not been written about you. Hold on. And so this song is another song that was written by myself, and I got the assistance of the powerful Brenda Lee Egger and the powerful David Neal. Hold on. Yeah. So afraid, but I held on tight, hoping that someday it will be all right.
Well,
This here burden was much too bad. I had to know, Lord, if you still there. Something just ain't right, something just ain't fair. So I had to know if you were there. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
side of is telling me I got to hold on. Yeah, one more time. It's too good to let it go. Hold on. Hold on. Something inside of me is telling me I got to hold on.
Reverend Leon Campbell. Go into the chat, and Reverend Leon will read it later. As he's telling you to embrace the angel of your higher nature. Don't let go until you're blessed. A blessing is a conferring of life. Don't let go until you are able to receive the blessing of life that is everywhere in its fullness, and by means of you wants to express itself more completely and more fully. That's our Agape House Band. That's Reverend Leon. That's Joshua. And that's Brenda Lee. And that's Marianne. And then there is you, a bright and shiny, luminous being, embracing the theme of don't be shy, allowing your light to shine. Let it shine. And of course, you need to understand, as we teach here, your real identity. You're not merely the constellation of shifting personalities that have been created through your reaction to circumstances and situations and hereditary patterns and things of that particular nature. You are the light that lights up every man, every woman, every individual that comes to the world, the same light that was found in Jesus the Christ. You are a luminous being. You are light itself. And so when we hear, allow your light to shine, not to be shy, but to allow the light to allow your light to shine, it's being said in substance that you are to come into the awareness of your self-effulgency and allow the presence of God to have its way in such a way that this brilliance and this beauty bursting out all through you, because that's your nature. So you're coming to an understanding that there's no inherent pathology about yourself, that there's nothing intrinsically wrong with you, even though your mind may have been hijacked by limited perceptions that there's something wrong with you, that you are the sum total of every mistake you've made in your life or every misstep or things of that particular nature. And you may be carrying a kind of a burden that there's something wrong with you, there's something pathologically wrong about you, and that's a lie. That which emanates from the eternal, that which has emerged from the eternal, which is your life, which is you, is wholeness personified. And though your mind may be hijacked by limited perceptions that have produced limited experiences in your life, they're not you. You are the light. And so you are to let your light shine, which is what spiritual practice is all about. This is why there's a great encouragement around meditation. There's great encouragement around affirmative prayer. There's great encouragement around life visioning. There's great encouragement around high fellowship. There's great encouragement around study. There's great encouragement about being on the edge of always growing and always unfolding as a way of living, so that you can begin to feel the luminosity that is within you, and that is your very life in being. Don't be shy. And this means for us today, particularly at this particular time in human history where the world has dropped the nightmare pill and is falling into the abyss of a whole narrative of so many things to be afraid of. It is oftentimes not a normal thing to be in joy around this particular time in human history. It's not a normal thing to have a modicum of peace of mind and a sense of well-being, but we don't want you to be shy about that. We want you to let your light shine. We want you to not walk around seeking to be normal and fitting into the eddies of despair and lack and limitation and worry and doubt and fear that have been normalized during this particular time in human experience. No, don't be shy. Let your light so shine. I was saying in the earlier service, and I'm always reminded about Yeshua ben Joseph, Jesus the Christ, who was in the scene, by the way, and it was said that during his particular time, as he met with the individuals that were seeking to be around him and seeking to garner his teachings and to eat of his body, to eat of his teachings, to drink and of his blood, which means to drink of the teachings and things of that particular nature, it was often said that you can always tell the individuals who had been around him because they glowed and they had a sense of joy even during the time of a Roman Empire occupation. Even during the time of such negativity going on in the world of effects and experiences, you could tell the folks who were hanging out with him because they had a degree of joy and of harmony and of happiness that exuded from them regardless of the circumstances and the conditions that they were moving through. We want you to step into that kind of frequency of not being shy about your joy, not hiding your light under a bushel, and not shrinking yourself to fit in to the prevailing worry of the day, of which is so normal these days. Not you, not here, not now. You've tuned in to turn in, to come to an understanding of your oneness with the presence of God, to embrace these universal spiritual principles and in terms of practice and study and practice until you're able to break free from the limiting perceptions of life. And so step into an awareness that you are God's gift to the world. Someone says, "Do you think you're God's gift?" Yes, you are. You are God's gift. The Spirit of the living God has allowed you to emerge from the eternal, to emerge from that which is spiritual, that which is real, that which is forever, as a distinct unit of infinite potential, a unique expression of infinite good, so that you will be gifting the presence of God according to your unique pattern. You are a gift from God. As I'm saying that to you right now, I want you to just embrace that. I want you to just feel that about yourself without allowing the ego to snatch it. Just say, "I'm a gift from God." Just say that about it. I'm a gift from God. Just say that about yourself. I'm a gift from God. I am God's gift to the world. And in so doing, you begin to understand the gift of giving. I'm not merely speaking about the gift giving that happens around Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or Christmas and that type of thing, which is beautiful, it's wonderful, it's all right. I'm talking about an attitude that one carries under the aegis of gifting, under the aegis of giving, that when you live from the vibrational frequency of being a giver, that is radiance, that is sharing, that is shining, that is living into the question of what and how can I give today? Because as has been taught here over the years, the hands of the givers are never empty anyway. When one lives in that question, then the universal presence through universal law, through the progressive universe, provides for you more and more and more to give in terms of opportunity, in terms of prayer, in terms of substance, in terms of creativity, in terms of generosity, in terms of spontaneous goodness. You become a great inlet and a great outlet for the generosity of the Spirit of the living God. And so there's a gift in giving. And that first gift is that you get to keep what you give away. That is a tremendous gift, that the vibration that you give out, you're the first recipient of it. What are you giving today? What are you sharing today? What are you shining today? What are you saying today? What's coming out of your mouth? What is your intention? You get to keep everything that you give away. This is a return to sender universe. Whatever you send out comes back. And so in this return to sender universe, you get to keep everything you give away. So in the spirit of generosity, as a generative being, you come under the vibrational authority of I am a big giver. I live in that dynamic. And then you begin to understand that as you give, you expand even during moments of contraction. You know, we're in periods of contraction now. I'm talking about in the physical world, in the artifact world. And what I mean by the world that you see, it can taste and touch and smell and all that. That's an artifact of a previously held perception. It's not the real world. It's the world of experience. And you're more than an experiential being. You're a realizational being. You experience your perceptions, your points of view, positionalities. You experience that, and it condenses itself. And what you see is really an artifact. It's called the past. It's past. But there is another world, and we'll get to that. But when you are in the frequency of giving, you can expand in a seeming world of contraction. Your interiority, which is boundless, begins to be more real to you than everything else. And as your awareness expands in your interiority through spiritual practice, mind you, you begin to live as an expanded being. Not kowtowing to the world of effects, but walking with your back straight with good spiritual posture, able to receive the gift of the Spirit. Now, I always remember a number of years ago when I had one of my first spiritual awakenings as an adult, and it followed with a tremendous amount of pain in my heart space. And subsequently, when I would go to the doctor, or sometimes they would be called to my home in an emergency, an ambulance would come because I couldn't breathe, and the pain was excruciating in my heart space, and they never found anything wrong with my heart or anything, but I still couldn't breathe, and the pain was still there. And subsequently, I remember going to an energetic balancing practitioner, and he did something to the bottom of my spine, and anyway, the energy shot through. It broke open, and I could take this very deep breath. It was so empowering and so beautiful. And he told me that I had bad inner posture. He said I was constricting the light from shining through me. And that I had to do particular physical exercises, and then I had to do certain spiritual exercises so that I could stay open to the flow of energy that was seeking to move through my body temple. Now, all this body temple is a filament of light. It's an optic nerve, and when the eye is single, the body becomes full of light. But we have to be receptive to that light that wants to shine through us, you see. When in truth, we begin to embrace our own luminous nature through spiritual practice, we literally expand during times of contraction, and our interiority becomes aglow with real light, brilliance. You see, this is not metaphor, this is literal light that begins to take over. And with expansion and with receiving the first gift, that is, we keep what we give away, we ultimately begin to step into a whole different world. You know, if you followed the teachings here for over a period of time, you have learned that, there's a big difference between the planet Earth and the world in which we are living. They are not synonymous, even though people use that interchangeably sometimes. The world is a collection of beliefs and perceptions and opinions, points of view, positionalities that forge experience. But the planet, Mother Earth, that's a whole nother thing. It's a living entity, you see? But individuals, when in truth you begin to live on the verge of being a giver, you step into a different world. You see what is real. You don't see the overlay on top of the world. You don't see the subliminal miseducation that happens on top of that world, the commercialization on top of that world. You begin to see the world as it really is. And it is beautiful. It's wonderful. It's magnificent. It's the light of God shining everywhere. You see it shining through the trees. I can remember in one visit in Africa when I was taken out into the jungle by a great shaman. And as I went out into the jungle, it was pitch black, and I was stumbling a little bit over the branches and the leaves. And after we did some work out in the jungle, as I was coming back, everything was aglow. I could see through the effulgency of the leaves. The ground was shining. The trees were shining. The grass was shining. It was like daylight, even though it was pitch black. Light was everywhere, you see. It was a different world. That world exists. And so when you hear Jesus saying, in substance, there's going to be trials and tribulations in the world, look around. There's trials and tribulations. There's worry, doubt, and fear. There's a narrative of scarcity and lack. There's polarization. There's this and that. There's red and blue. There's this. Oh, my God. There's all kinds of polarization, and people are living in those little eddies, those little worlds of diseased mind and pathology. But he said, be of good cheer, for I've overcome the world. He gave you a spiritual practice. He said, be of good cheer, for I've overcome those little perceptions of the world. When you live on the ark of giving, generosity of the Spirit, growing and unfolding, radiating, you step into a different world. And eventually, it stabilizes and becomes more real than the very chairs you're sitting on. And then you understand why you're not to be shy as you start to have a joy for no reason. Not to be shy when you have a sense of peace when there's no reason to have a sense of peace. You're not being shy when you can feel the beauty that's everywhere, even though there's an overlay of seeming negativity on top of that world. Don't be shy, let your light shine. And in the process of being under the aegis, the spiritual authority of giving, being a giver, God's gift to the world, your creativity, your innovativeness, your resourcefulness, the beautification of everywhere that you go, making it better because you were there. Something begins to happen within you. There is a tremendous shift of perception. I want you to feel into this. You keep what you give away. There's an expansion and contraction. You step into a different world. And you begin to transcend your own judgment about the world and other people. Judge not, lest ye be judged. You judge righteous judgment. God is there. Beauty is there. Love is there. I can't see it. God is there. Beauty is there. Love is there. I can't see it. God is there. I want to see it. You begin to transcend your own judgment, which is also very popular these days. You go on the hate-sphere, sometimes called the internet, and there's all kinds of people always hating and judging each other, and they've made it normal. There are people that make money doing it and things of that particular nature, but you transcend that kind of judgment. You don't want to live in that icky, sticky, wicked space in consciousness. But in your awareness that you are God's gift, to give and to shine and to radiate, you transcend that, and then something else happens. Your container becomes strong enough to carry cosmic energy. Able to hold the energy, and you become a spiritual astronaut, able to take the environment of your interiority full of light and luminosity and brilliance, able to take it everywhere you go. So you're not like going to get it, you're going to let it. You're bringing it. You start to have pinprick awarenesses of this, that the party isn't started until you get there. You're bringing everything with you. This is empowerment. This is freedom. This is liberation. You see? You're not waiting for something out there to give it to you. You're actually bringing it. And now you are participating in Christmas. You are celebrating the advent of the Christ presence within you. And the luminosity within you is like an inner Christmas tree. It's lighting up from the inside out. And as we celebrate together, it becomes the mass celebration of the Christ, which is Christmas, where all of us are open and receptive to the activation of the Christ consciousness within us at such a time as this in human history, where the second coming will not be an individual that shows up and says, I'm it. It will be the universal presence through the universe, building communities around the world saying, tag, you're it. Through community, there is a container large enough to hold the cosmic Christ. And then the mass celebration of that Christ is a foregone conclusion. We are in that number right now. We are in that number right now. The cosmic Christ. Christmas. Mass celebration. And so this particular time of the year when people are celebrating Jesus' birth, which did not happen on December 25th, but I don't need to tell you guys that. You know that. You know, that has something to do with the changes of the earth and things of that particular nature. But it's high tide for many people in terms of celebration, in terms of love, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Christmas. And so what we do is we take the frequency of the celebration that's happening in many places around the world, and we ride it to go even deeper in our spiritual practice. So while everybody is in the frequency of giving and celebrating and having a good time during this particular time and celebrating the life of Jesus, the greatest avatar that walked the planet, you know, we use that vibration, that high frequency, to go even deeper in our spiritual practice. Now that the world is celebrating what we do on a daily basis, we don't wait for one day of the year to say, wow, it's Christmas. Every day is the advent of the Christ presence. No inherent pathology. Unto us a child is given. Unto us that inner child is given. Unto us that Christ's presence is here. It needs to be recognized and embraced so that it may unfold organically as the flowering of our inner beingness, so that on earth as it is in heaven, that on earth as it is in expanded awareness, that on earth we bring forth the realm of ever-expanding good, the kingdom of heaven being at hand now and not waiting until we shuffle off the mortal coil and go to a special place, but to be aware that that realm is happening here and now for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, which means you are eliminating the opinions and the points of view that obscure your ability to see, and you are embracing insight and revelation, which is why Jesus said in substance that I have come to bring sight to the blind and bring hearing to the deaf, but he also said, I have come to make those that see blind and those that hear deaf, meaning I've come to eliminate the limited perceptions that are blinding people to reality. I'm coming to eliminate individuals' thoughts in their mind that's keeping them deaf to that which is real. I'm coming to make people see, but I'm coming to make people blind to their limited perception. And as this occurs, oh my God, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry awakening. Merry expansion. It doesn't come in on the wheels of inevitability, but it does come in on the wheels of spiritual practice as individuals are open and receptive to hand-holding with the presence of God and all the songs that you've heard today that lead us to an awareness that we're holding on to the higher angelic presence, and that sincerely we're falling in love with the presence of God moment by moment by moment until the presence of God becomes more real to us than everything else. Now, of course, this is difficult because the corporate media would have you being afraid of your shadow. That's a whole other topic because we want to embrace our shadow. Me and my shadow. Anyway, what am I doing here? You can only see your shadow if you turn away from the light anyway. Anyway, take a breath with me. 5 points. You get to keep what you give away. It's a return to sender universe. You expand in times of contraction under the aegis of being a gift from God. You step into a different world that can't be seen by eyes. So there must be a clarification and a cleaning out that happens in spiritual practice. These practicing of universal spiritual principles that predate Jesus the Christ, but he was the exemplar of one who so united with them and practiced them that he was able to say, when you see me, you see the presence of God that sent me. The transcendence of judgment. And the strengthening of our container. They're like a Christmas tree. Everything is lit up from within. Oh, I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing it right now. Everything is lit up from within. I had a moment when I was in Kauai last week and was going through a wonderful moment, and the light was so profound and so real everywhere. And this is happening now. It's happening for you right now. You have to be interested in it. You have to cultivate it. You have to want it more than a thirsty individual wants water. And then something happens. Now, come with me for just a second. Just close your eyes with me for a moment. Just close the outer eye if you can. Obviously, if you need to see the individual that's doing our sign language, and you have to do this with your eyes open. For everyone else, close the outer eye. And you either begin to see, or use your imagination and see. This filament of light that's moving up the base of your spine, all the way through the top of the head, the crown chakra. See it. See the light around the heart space, but emanating in all directions. And give yourself permission to at least embrace the thought that you are this light. The light that lights up every being that comes to the world. The same light that was found in Jesus the Christ. This light, brilliance, effulgent in you. Now take another step and become sensitive to all the beings around the world who are tuning in right now and turning in right now. That we're coalescing together and having a moment of coherence around the fundamental truth of our being, that we are light, brilliant beyond compare. And this light is embracing the entire planet right now. Oh my God. Planet Earth. High state of awareness. And this light is allowing us to, like a tuning fork, begin to vibrate at the level that the planet is. The planet is vibrating higher and higher and higher, and we're becoming attuned to it right now. We're breaking free from the lower frequencies of life. We're breaking free from the frequencies of corporate media, fear, doubt, worry, separation, polarization, not enoughness, this and that, red and blue. We're breaking free from that limited perception. We're stepping into the frequency of a whole new world that allows us to definitely be in this world, but to be of the higher frequency, to bring the higher frequency as a gift of God to the world. We are God's gift to the world to break down and to tear away the shackles of separation and denial and fear and worry. God's gift to the world we are. Oh, feel the light. Oh, my God, here's the Mass. The real Mass. It's Christ Mass. It's the Mass celebration of the Christ. Right here. And as we move through this week and we celebrate all the Festival of Lights and Christmas and Kwanzaa, we do never forget that the esoteric, mystical, spiritual connection to this light is real. And whatever it is that we practice, we infuse it with our oneness with the life and the light of God. We are God's gift. We are the gift. We're under the spiritual authority of giving, which simultaneously places us in the frequency of receptivity to the constant fountain of good that is forever pouring itself throughout the entire cosmos until the giving and the receiving become one thing, a state of being. I am. And our mind is now becoming an avenue of right seeing. And where the mind has been programmed around fear and worry and separation, the mind is now being recalibrated to be an avenue of awareness of that which is so. So as the eyes look out, like in the 91st Psalm would tell us, that only with the eyes do we behold the law of cause and effect, or the reward of the wicked. You know, we look out in the world and we notice, we are able to say the big affirmation. We look out and we say, so what? And then so what becomes, what so? And then we move into, so. So what? To what so? So. Oh my God, we just moved to these higher states, which it's not really high or low. I'm going to stop talking. Don't worry. It's not really high or low. It's just clearing our perceptual windows so that we can see the way it is. Shoo. 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 And so from this space, we launch ourselves into a moment of prayer. And we love to begin by saying, oh my God, I am so grateful. I know there's so many things going on in the world of effects and appearances and circumstances and situations. We're not callous. We don't have compassion on what's happening, what people are going and growing through. Oh no, but we stand in gratitude anyway. I know that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I exist anyway. I'm grateful that I am. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. We leap into gratitude. And as I said a couple of weeks ago, gratitude is the remedy for paradigm blindness. We begin to see differently. Recognize the presence. Oh my God. In this moment of recognition, from this great sense of unity with the presence, I am what thou art, and thou art what I am. The word is spoken, a word that catalyzes realization. It catalyzes insight. It catalyzes the mystic chord of memory, saying, oh my God, I remember who I am. I remember what I am. Oh my God, I forgot, but I remember now. Oh, I'm the light. I remember now. I'm not just the son or daughter of my parents. I am an emanation of the Most High God. I've emerged from the eternal. I'm in eternal flow all the time. Oh, I speak the word from that place. Let there be light and freedom and love and abundance and joy. Let it manifest now. For each and every individual tuning in and turning in, the word is spoken that we may be free today, that every organ and every action, every function of our body temple hears this message and recalibrates itself to the frequency of wholeness. That the celestial body takes over all of our other bodies, our mental body, our emotional body, our physical body. All of the subtle bodies now come under the authority of the celestial body, which is perfect. We give permission for this wholeness to take over. We give permission for the abundance of the universe to show up as all of our needs met, in some cases miraculously. In other cases, a natural unfoldment of a shift of perception and the speaking of the word and the actions necessary to take. Readying ourselves. I hear it. It's saying you've got to be inwardly prepared for enlightenment. You've got to be prepared for the joy that wants to take over your life. There's an inner preparation. Woo, you've got to be able to hold the energy. Beyond circumstantial living, you got to be able to hold it. And so I'm speaking the word for each and every one of us that we may be free today. Will you, can you say yes to it? Just feel it in your own soul. Say yes in your own soul. Just say yes in your own soul. Yes, I am. Yes, I can. Yes, I'm willing. I'm available. I'm open. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know how, but I know what. I'm saying yes. Woo! Feel it.
Yes, yes.
Oh, help them feel it. Help them feel it, Brenda.
I come to the garden alone. While the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the love of God discloses, and God walks with me, and God talks with me, and it tells me I am its own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, right there. Ooh, we'll wait right there. Oh, we'll wait right there. We'll wait right there. We'll wait right there. No other. No other has ever
As we feel into the vibration of that, now we want to give some more. We want to surround and give prayers to Diane Munaz, that right where she is the presence of God. There are many people who had a powerful spiritual teacher. His name was the great Sura Dasa Prabhu, passed over. God bless him and those students. At this particular moment, there's a service going on for Arlington Forbes in Canada, and we're standing with Jack and Arlington's mom and all the people there at the service for dynamic, sweet release and a dynamic peace of mind for the family, for Terry and Jack and everyone. Continue to embrace Alex and Clarence and Nicole as Jackie Avon is shuffled off the mortal coil abruptly. My brother James Allen carrying the beat in heaven, expanded awareness. Maladoma Patrice Some, Reverend Richard Bird, Marie Cara, God bless him. And anyone you may be holding in prayer. Just feel them right now. Release them to the presence of God. We release and we let go. And for this, and more than words could ever say, or even as I like to say, even convey, we allow it to be so. Even now. Especially now. So it is. And so I am. And so we are. As you slowly open your eyes, you may say to yourself and to all the beings that are participating now, just simply say, so be it. So be it. Rub your hands together, get a little heat action going. Get that energy flowing, that wonderful chi expressing through you. Hot, 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 hot. And just kind of give permission for your body to light up from the inside out. Allowing anything that may be in discord to come into accordance with the fundamental harmony of the universe. Give yourself permission to be whole. Oh, I love life, I tell you. It's better than the alternative, Brenda. I love life. Woo, life is good. Ooh, amen, amen. So listen, this is your time to step into the feeling tone of whether you call it tithing, donations, offering, gifting, whatever vibration you're in or a combination thereof. This is our time to celebrate and to support our spiritual community. Turn within for just a second. Just close your eyes for just a second if you can. And I want you to give something very important. Right now, I just want you to give thanks. Give thanks that you exist. Give thanks that you're alive. And now give thanks that you may have something to give. Everybody doesn't financially. Everybody has something to give, but it may not be enough. So if you have anything to give financially, just give thanks. Consciously bless it. And dedicate it to the knowing of truth, capital T, truth, not opinion, truth that makes us free. And we let it be. Amen. Amen. So for those of you who are veterans to this, you're a part of the community, you're already in sync with your giving muscles, you're strengthening your muscles, and you seem to give more every year. God bless you. Thank you so much. Many of you are on the Auto Tithe program, and you can join the Auto Tithe program by going to agapelive.com and signing up on the banner that says Auto Tithe. So if you want to give on I'll just start right there. If you want to give on our website, you might be on YouTube, you might be on Facebook, but you want to give on our website, go to agapelive.com. It's a banner right there. Give. Donate. If you want to text to donate, text the word give to 424-321-6243. Again, this is on your screen. Your phone will prompt you. You choose the amount. You choose the regularity of the giving. It's right there. If you want to mail it in, 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Send it to Agape International. Make out checks and money orders to Agape International. Send it in right away. When it arrives, it's on time. Okay, we won't call it snail mail. We'll call it on-time mail. Do it now. If you're on Facebook, there's a donation button there as well. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's do this. Let's give like we've never given before. I'll be right back.
Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. To be revived. Oh, yeah. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Oh, to be revived. in the water. Wash me in the water. Wash me in the water. Oh, and I'll be just fine. Oh yes, I will. None but the righteous. Oh yeah. None but the righteous. Ooh. None but the righteous. Oh, shall see God. Oh yeah, oh yeah. None but the none but the righteous. None but the righteous. Ooh, shall see God. One more time, let's go back up. Take me to the water.
Take me to the water.
Oh, oh,
Come on, come on.
take me to the water.
Take me to the water.
Take me to the water to be revived. Oh yeah, yeah.
That sweet, pristine water, symbolizing pure spirit, unadulterated wholeness. Take me to the water, that I may be revived. So thank you for participating in this sweet ocean of devotion, otherwise known as Agape International. Appreciate the tithes, the gifts, the offerings, the donations that are coming in at this particular moment. Absolutely thank you. If you're watching this at any other time, because of the time zone you may be living in, thank you for your gift right now. We appreciate it. We stop, and right now we do that again. We just give thanks. Give thanks for the abundance that's everywhere and now being manifested through generosity, that we may absolutely manifest a community that's strong enough to be this so-called second coming of the Christ consciousness, the birthplace of the beloved community. It's happening now. So it is. Amen. You heard this announcement earlier, but we'll show you as Michaela Alice Beckwith comes forward. These are some of the t-shirts that are available. This is a hoodie. On the side of the hoodie, it says Unconditional Love. And this one says, and so it is.
This one says Unconditional Lover.
Oh, she wants me to be very clear. This is unconditional lover. It's a verb. Okay, it's not just unconditional love. It's what we're here to do, to be unconditional lovers. And this is, and so it is, which means amen, which means it's done. All right? So there you have it. It's on the website. Get yours. The limited supply. Get yours now. Coolio? Cool. That's Michaela Alice Beckwith. We're related. It's my daughter. Remember this Wednesday, you're invited to see Brenda Lee Ager at Catalina Bar and Grill, 8:30. Arrive early. Maybe have a meal, kibitz, hang out with each other. She sings a lot of good stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you don't know about Brenda Lee Ager. You may want to come out and check it out. All right? All right, stand up where you are and feel the impress of this. Reverend Julie, please come forward.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest
imagine you're holding hands with all of these sweet beings. We give thanks for Reverend Julie and what she brought last week, just really assisting everyone in embracing how to pivot and emotional cleansing and a great spiritual practice. For this time in human history, we invite her to do our benediction today.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity to give thanksgiving for this service. I'm so grateful for the aliveness of this service, the way in which this service is alive within each one that's tuned in this very moment, that there's something alive. There's something about this service that is beckoning, that is calling forward each one, give over, give all, give everything, release, let go, let God. I'm so grateful for that thing that is so activated about this service, moving through the teachings, moving through the music, moving through the chat, that there's something so alive in this service that is now in the hearts and the minds and the souls and the cells of each one that's tuned in. We are more than this. That moreness is beckoning. I bless that beckoning in our souls, that we rise up, that we become so expanded in consciousness, so expanded in power and freedom and love. This is the goodness, the gift of this service. I invite it to take hold, to take all of me, everything I am, that we rise up in this goodness and be everything we came here to be. Shine so bright, unabashedly. I declare it's a good thing, and with gratitude I say, and so it is. Amen.
And so it is, amen. We'll see you Christmas Eve. We're going to begin with the meditation at 6:30 p.m. Have some wonderful, what are we calling them? Songs, what are we calling those things? Carols, Christmas carols, and then a wonderful program. We'll see you Friday at 6, beginning at 6:30, program starting at 7.
Joshua Johnson.
Mary Ann Lewis, everyone.
Much love, Agape. Have a beautiful week. We'll see you Christmas Eve for an incredible evening. Thank you, Agape House Band. Tony St. James on the drums, David Neal on guitar, Andre Berry on bass, and Ben Dowling on the piano. Blessings, everyone.